I'm really excited to find out, what are your top 3 tips for writing chick lit?
It's a really good question and something I have to sit down and think about myself. And I looked at what influences me in terms of how I'm writing now. And my 3 tips, I guess I would say, to get you started and top are: write characters that you yourself want to hang around. Write about the kinds of women that you think you'd have fun with, the kinds of women that you would empathise with if they came to you with, broken-hearted stories about someone who'd done them wrong, and we all have them. So write about the women you would feel comfortable also sharing your own so embarrassing moments with. So think about the kind of women you have in your life, the kind of women that make you happy, that also make you feel empowered, because you'll find in chick that many of the women are career-minded and quite strong, even though they have faults and flaws, because we all do. So think about those kind of things that you see around you every day. I'm not saying pinch your friends' stories. I'm saying look at the kinds of qualities and values and personalities of the women around you and women you like to be around, because I think chick lit is a very positive genre, so we want to have fairly positive characters even with their flaws. So that would be my first tip. My second tip, and in no order I should say, you should also read in the genre. I didn't actually, to be honest with you, I didn't read chick lit before I started writing it, because I didn't know I was writing chick lit. I just started writing a book, purging myself of 15 years of bad dates, and then got put into the genre of chick lit. But my suggestion to you is, if you already know you want to write in this genre, you need to read other chick lit novels. But I would also suggest read around the genre and read things like romance novels, so you can see the differences and come to understand the difference between romance and chick lit. Because in romance, boy and girl usually, do end up together, and it's their story, it's their journey. Their journey is the story. But in chick lit, while there may be angst and desire and the journey might include relationships, the character at the end, our heroine doesn't have to end up with Mr. Right. So it's important to see the difference between those two genres. Reading in the genre will also help you understand what the market is like, what you're competing with, and also help you find your own voice. My suggestion in that area also is that, given that the market's fairly flooded, and my books did well, it was because it was filling a niche. It found a place where nothing had been done before. So also think about what's missing in terms of the Australian writing landscape. What gap can you fill? What is something new you can bring to the genre where people will say, wow, that's something I've never read before, because that will help you in your pitch publishing as well. Final tip, think about, once you've done your reading and you're thinking about the women you want to hang out with, think about what you like about chick lit. And then you can work out your own story, your own style. I've learned through reading reviews by readers. I don't mean reviews in mainstream newspapers or literary journals. I have taken some time to look at what readers have written on Goodreads to find out what my readers like. Now, if you're writing to be read, think about what you like as a reader. So my readers have expressed an interest in or an appreciation of the characters that I write, and I'll be giving you tips on that. But also the setting. So quite often my books are always set somewhere quite specific. So Melbourne, Canberra, Sydney, country towns like Deniliquin and Mudgee, and quite often a reader will say something like, I really liked reading about my hometown of Canberra because I love living there and I like reading stories that are from there. Or they'll say something like, I've got a greater desire to go to New York now because I've written Manhattan instead of New York. So write about places. My suggestion to you is write about places that you love and think about what you like as a reader. When you're reading these novels, what makes you smile, what makes you laugh, what makes you cry, what makes you want to be active in doing something different, and then massage that into your own story.